Let's start with addressing the question, what is the scope of a variable? Now, just like we have the scope on a camera, which is the view that is visible from a camera, similarly, we have the scope of a variable in programming. So the scope of a variable is the visibility of a particular variable within a piece of code. Let's look at an example to understand it better. Look at this program. Here, these curly braces are for the main function. And these curly braces enclose the body of this loop, which is a subset of the main function. Now, the variables that are defined in the body of the main function, that is here, are part of the entire program and are visible and available for use to all the other functions written inside this main function. So, this loop can use a variable that is declared here. But the variables that are declared within the body of this loop are visible to and can be used by only this loop body. They can neither be used by any other function that may be written here, nor are they visible to the main function. So, their scope is within this loop body only. So, this variable A is visible to both block of code 1 and 2. But this variable B is visible only to block of code 2 and not to 1. Now let's see what happens when we try to use this variable outside this block of code. So let's write this statement. Now as you can see, the IDE marks this code in red. Let's hover over it to see what the IDE is telling us. So here we get the unresolved reference error. This means that the first block of code cannot understand which variable we are referring to here. That's because we have not declared this variable inside this block. So, we understand that the scope of a variable is only within the block inside which it is defined. That was all about the scope of a variable. Click Next whenever you are ready.